Hello ladies and gentlemen, it's me, Video Game Madness 15. We are here today with some more Max Payne. We were struggling on how to get out of this place in the last episode, so we're gonna at first just try our best here and see what happens. Once we kind of figure this situation out, I really do need to talk and kind of rant, get some things off my chest, because oh my god, man, a lot of stuff with football, and I know sports isn't everybody's like thing, but oh my god, dude, it was interesting, it was exciting, but also very depressing, and now I'm fucking scared more than anything else. So we'll kind of get through that and kind of talk through it after we get to this point, until we can figure out like our way out of here. I'm still having a hard time trying to figure it out, because we went into that place last time and we went off and we just went up and died, and I was like even hesitant to go in the last video, because I was like, okay, well, I mean, if we go in there, you know, we don't have anybody to get us to the other side. So I'm hoping that there's just other areas, other spots, other maybe alternatives, because I just want to live and survive. Also, here I'm going to be doing something fun for the channel, or at least something that I hope could be fun. I hope that maybe you guys could help me out with it in some way or form. It'll be something that like I'll kind of put down in like a community tab if any of you guys see it. That will go to like here, Twitter, and some of my other social medias. But hopefully, it could be something fun, you know? But we'll have to see how it goes here. Shit. Okay, let me... Maybe I could put like a hole down there in the ground. That's what it wants me to do, is like just drop down or something. No, nothing. Shit, dude. Well, is that one area all the way over there the only place that we have to go? Is that, you know, the only thing that we need to do? Because if so, man, I'm fucking scared, dude. Like, this, I have a feeling that we're going to get screwed somehow, some way. I just don't know exactly how. And maybe if I can't figure it out, and if I'm not feeling confident, I might just double check and see if there's a way through that one spot to get to the other side, and then resume the video from there. Because again, I don't want this to be like how it was with the last video, 5-10 minute long, just to, you know, fucking struggle and have a hard time, you know, because we're only a few minutes into this and we just really haven't gotten hardly anywhere. So what I'm going to do is this: I'm going to look up, you know, what we need to do to get to the other side, and then through that point we'll resume the video. We'll go on through. After any possible cutscenes, we will talk about the sports stuff and everything, and we will go from there. So I will see you guys here in a quick second. Okay, so I feel like a dumbass. We were going the right way. We just missed a spot on like one of the wall areas that could have gotten us the spot, but here we need to shoot like one of these grenade areas right around that door, which in turn will explode and break the door up here up front. But I cannot find where it's at. That's the issue. Alright, and with that timer going down on us, man, I'm scared. I don't want to... Okay, there we go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Let's get out of here quickly. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh god, I don't even know if I'm going to get out of here in time. I hope so, man. I fucking hope so. Okay, let's go right here. Okay, hit it! Quickly! Here, back up. I'm going up. Oh, too close, man. Too fucking close. Oh my god. At least we didn't stay, we're like right there in the middle. At least, that's definitely a plus. Run, Max! Yo, I gotta run from this place. I don't want to die, man.
We pieced together a jigsaw, and the final picture is you finishing that same puzzle. A mad, green-eyed killer standing behind you. An urban legend come true. The Project Valhalla test subjects had been the mad junkies who had murdered my loved ones. The rest was simple body count math. It all pointed to her. Ms. Valkyr. The factory went up in a fiery inferno behind me. All my leads were dead, turned to smoke and dust. I'd lost my way. I hadn't slept in a million years.
Well, I'm glad that we got through that. But now here we are, backstabbing bastard. Alrighty then. I'm interested.
I felt thin as death. I've been living on an endless supply of week-old donuts. They were fuel for this crazy furnace inside my head. I couldn't remember when I had last seen the sun. I was on a permanent graveyard shift. When the darkness fell, New York City became something else. Any old Sinatra song notwithstanding. Bad things happened in the night, on the streets of that other city, Noir York City. I was in an all-night diner, downing cup after cup of coffee that tasted like engine oil, when a new message from BB got me back on the killer track.
What the hell happened at Roscoe Street? Maxie, I'm going out on a limb here. We need to talk this through, come up with a plan. 2:30 a.m., the Choir Communications Garage.
The more I thought about Alex's murder and the frame-up, the more it felt like an inside job. I should have seen it coming. BB had sold me out, and now he wanted to finish what he'd started. The garage was dead. BB showed up in his tailor-made suit, gold watch, and cufflinks to match. All way beyond a cop's pay.
Maxie.
Oozing suave charm, he was guilty as hell. What the hell does BB stand for anyway? Backstabbing bastard?
Come on, don't be like that. Have a cigar.
I don't smoke.
Maxie, you have no idea how big this is. It's huge. You have no idea.
I think I do. You're a bribe-taking bent cop who sold out his partner. Those mobsters in the subway were a dead giveaway. Hard to miss. Bet it was exactly like this with Alex. Up close and personal.
You can't win this one, Max.
No, but I can make damn sure none of you do either. BB turned out to be another cardboard cutout bad guy.
Pussy.
A bad cop on the take. A cowardly right-hand man fleeing from the scene, leaving his paid thugs to do his dirty work.
Alright, so we need to take out BB the Pig. Let's go for it then. And while we're here, we'll talk about the whole sports thing. So, we had the divisional round of playoffs. And for the playoffs, it was the Broncos versus Buffalo Bills, 49ers versus the Seahawks, Texans versus the Patriots, and I also forgot Bears and Rams. And overall, half of it was really good, other half of it was boring as all hell, but then got the worst news possible for my team. So let's dive in with the Broncos game, right? So, you guys know me, I'm a Denver Bronco fan. I've been that way for my whole life. And we had a good game against the Buffalo Bills, and I was getting really mad. I was getting really heated in certain areas. I was, as a sports fan, I was getting very emotional for my team. And then, we were doing good. For Josh Allen and the Bills, there were like 5 turnovers that they did, roughly. Some that were just common mistakes that, you wouldn't realize if you weren't, like, watching film or anything like that. And, the thing that happened was, like, we did really good. We got, by halftime, we were ahead by, like, 10 points. Again, there was another fumble by Josh Allen. We were able to be up 23 to 10, my bad. And then Josh Allen and them, they were able to scrounge their way back up. They started to fight again, and it sent us straight into overtime. Honestly, I did not want overtime to happen. I was scared, man. I wanted the game to be put on ice. I wanted us to win, and that just be the way it goes. But it goes into overtime, and we get the ball first. Sean Payton, he just does some horrible, shitty-ass plays, and we get a 4th down situation. So, you know, with that being said, we kick it off to the Bills, and right there, they did really good up until one pass that went, that ended up being an interception, which Bills fans got really pissed off about. And honestly, I don't understand the frustration, because the same thing that happened with the interception was like something that happened a few years back, whether it was, I can't remember if it was a Patriots game that it happened to, or if it was another Bills game where it had once occurred. But for context here, what happened was Josh Allen threw the ball at least 40-50 yards, and one of his wide receiver, Cooks, I can't remember his first name, went up for the catch. But our one of our defensive guys, Jaquan McMillan, had grabbed it along with Cooks and yanked it out before they hit the ground. At that point, because of the lack of control, it resulted in a interception. Now, when you look at it on the replays, we just fucking died there, but we'll just restart so I can continue talking here. But if you look at the replays, it looks like the Bills player is down. It seems like he would have control of it. But you could see right up while they were in the air till right at the point of going down, they were both fighting for that ball. And if you don't have control of the ball, oftentimes it leads to an incompletion or an interception. In this case, it was just an interception. And within that, you know, our team, we were able to get a game-winning field goal. But at the cost of that, though, we lost our main guy. We lost our quarterback for the rest of this season due to an ankle injury that was done a play or two before the field goal. And even though when we went and we were figuring out that we were going to the championship round, it made me happy and so ecstatic. I was through the roof with excitement, tears of joy, all that. When I figured out that Bo Nix was injured and out for the game, all the excitement vanished, dude. I was as pale as a ghost. That's how bad it was. And it sucks because everybody's bitching on Bo Nix, and, you know, you'll have that. But what happened was that he might have stepped wrong or something and fucked with his ankle, which fucking sucks. But he has been doing really good, and with these comeback wins that he has had, it's just been like, it's been their MO. It's been something that the Broncos have been able to do all season long, just like the Chicago Bears, which we will talk about here in a little bit. And it sucks, man, because, you know, we went into this fight, and now with us out and the Patriots now being the ones that we have to face, we're not 100%. So with that being said, it has me worried, because I know my team can do better. I know that there's a lot of potential on this and that and the other, but it sucks. It's a big kick in the nuts. But I also feel bad for the Bills, because not only that they lost again in the playoffs by a field goal, but they also fired their head coach, who's a great head coach that got them to a winning season. And if anybody should be going, it should be their general manager that they had. But yeah, it just really sucked to be a Broncos fan there in that moment when we lost our quarterback. Okay, now for other games. So, the Seahawks 49ers game, that ended way before it started. That was one of the boring games. The Seahawks are really good this year. And they blew out the 49ers. I believe it was like 44-6. Which, it's really sad because, I like the 49ers. They overcame a lot of injuries and a lot of setbacks over this season alone. But, I'm afraid of the Seahawks this year, man. They are really good. It reminds me of the Legion of Boom days with Marshawn Lynch and whoever the fuck the other guy was. I can't remember. But it was just crazy. But the craziest game, I would say, one of the other most enjoyable games out of this week was the Rams and Bears. Now, Bears fans, I don't know if there's any that's going to be watching this. I feel bad for the Chicago Bears community because they had it there in the bag, and then there was one tiny mistake that costed them, like the game and the rest for playoffs and potentially the NFC Championship. But they played their asses off all season, and with their new head coach in Ben Johnson and the improvements that Caleb Williams has been able to do this season alone, I'm just so proud of what they have accomplished. So what happened was, they were playing in Chicago. It was a snowy game last night, and it was 10-10. It was a very competitive game. It was hard for both offenses to get really going. And then, near the end of the game, Rams get a touchdown. Leaves roughly 3 minutes, 44 seconds left there in the fourth quarter. So, Bears get it back. They are trying to go down there. They get to, I would say, about the Rams' 30 or 40 yard line, and they get to a fourth down situation. Now, here you get a little hesitant because you think to yourself, hey, are the Bears' season over at this point? So it's fourth down. Caleb Williams hikes the ball, and he just runs backwards. I mean, 20, possibly 30 yards backwards. And then as the Rams go after him, he just launches the ball into the air. And their tight end, Cole Kmet, props to that guy, dude, for just keeping an eye out on the football. And he got a touchdown right there. And the Rams didn't even know what was going on. In his head, probably was thinking that the play was over because of how far Caleb Williams was just running back. But because of that mistake, it just sent the game into overtime. And I will be the first one to say it. That pass was one of the best football passes and one of the craziest I have seen in a very, very long-ass time. And, I don't think the Bears have really been this good since 1985 when they went to, I believe, the Super Bowl that year. But they were just doing so good this season. They played their asses off, and they came up short, but they should be happy for the progress that they've made this season. And I can't wait to see where they're at next season, because I could totally see them being Super Bowl contenders again. Especially if they can get a few things to help out defensively. I think they'll be a scary team. Alright, here, let's get that, and then we'll answer what this could be, the radio or something.
Reports of a fire at the Punchinello Manor in Westchester. The manor is the home of Angelo Punchinello, the alleged head of the Punchinello crime family. The police are now saying, contrary to their earlier statements, that Max Payne is still alive and at large. He continues his vendetta against the Mafia, of which this last act of arson is attributed to.
I had no recollection of setting any fires, but I did remember the flames.
Alright, so we set fire to the place while we were doing the nightmare thing. That's entertaining. But, for the championship, and this will be the last little bit I'll talk about sports for right now. Because, again, I understand sports isn't everybody's forte. I totally get that. But before the Broncos game, my plan is to do like a Hot Ones Hot One challenge. And what I would like from you guys is to, ask questions, as long as, you know, there's no politics or religion things involved, because that's kind of the basic rule here within the channel, just to not talk about that shit. But if you guys have got any questions or anything, you know, send them away. I can write them down or type them down, and then before the Broncos game, before the Broncos face the Patriots in the championship, I want to do a Hot Ones challenge. Our own personalized Hot Ones challenge. I answer your guys' questions and eat some really hot wings. And what I'll do with that is just, you know, go on the community tab, go on Twitter, and all my other accounts there, so there could be questions to be had. And then go from there. And hope for the best. Hope people watch it and enjoy it. I know I'm getting ready for it. I have actually been getting ready to do something with like a Hot Ones challenge with my hot sauces that I got over Christmas. I was just waiting for the right time and also kind of getting myself conditioned for eating hot food stuff again, like really hot stuff. So it's going to be very interesting, very entertaining. And there's like 7 levels of heat. So I'm ready for it, you know? And again, I hope it brings a lot of enjoyment, some fun for you guys. But here we go. Let's kind of get back to the game now. Now here we are here. I've been struggling with this mission. And again, with me being low on the Colt Commander, that really did set me back. Now with here, I gotta go all the way back again. Alright, here we go again. This will probably be our last attempt for the day because I want to try and get more of these videos out. I need to finish the last mission for Vice City Stories because I've been meaning to do it, but my computer has been acting weird the last few days, so I've kind of just letting it relax and, you know, take it easy for the next few days before I'd use it again, because I thought a couple of days ago that my computer took a shit on me, and this was about 2, maybe 3 days ago. I can't fully remember. I think it was on a Friday, actually. Either Friday or Saturday. But anyways, my computer just went up, died. I didn't, like, get to the area where I could shut down and everything. And I thought it took a shit on me because the keyboard was still lit. Everything else dark. Nothing was working. So I've just been letting it be on the charger, relax. And again, I hope that nothing's wrong with it, because if I do lose that computer, it's not like I'm going to be able to get another one here for a while. And even though I got this computer used, it's gotten the job done, and it's helped this channel immensely, you know, for the past while. So I'm just hoping that the computer can be back on track, can be A-okay, and then we could continue with getting footage for the Vice City Stories thing, get to Vice City to do the footage for that, and then get straight to the Lance video. And, you know, with football basically being almost over, that gives me a chance to fully work on that. I am behind on my own road to GTA 6, and that's because Sleeping Dogs has kind of set me back just a little bit. But we will get that done and out of the way, and once I can get other things done, like the Ocarina of Time, which I'm considering that we could just turn the rest of it into a live streaming thing, maybe. That is a possible route to go. And then, what else? I can't really remember other things off the top of my head, but that's just my plan right now. That's the idea that I want to go with. That's the planned way for success, I suppose. And hope we can pull it off. Hopefully we can do good. But here we go. Let's go here with our Colt Commando. Let's go all the way around here. Keep an eye out. Watch our backs. Any stuff around here? No. Alright, more ammo for the Commando, which is good, because we totally need it. This is one of the best weapons in the game, so I'm happy. Let's go down here. Alright, we got those 2 guys to worry about. Alright, take the Ingram. Let's do this. Die, you son of a bitch. Die. Okay. I think we're... Okay, we still got this guy left. Take him out. Alright, there we go. Alright. Let's go. Nice and easy. Oh, shit. No, die! Alright, we're good. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Out this way. Alright, now let me get a quick look right here. Alright, we're good. Anybody else want to lump? Oh, great. Now we got these guys over here. I don't feel good, man. Fire. I'm guessing that's the bank cop right there. So I'll have to take his dumbass out. With pleasure. You know, if it wasn't for him, you know, Max's buddy wouldn't be dead. He wouldn't be here necessarily all alone. But don't you just hate that, man? Having to deal with bank cops. Alright, we're good. Nice and easy. Okay. Just gotta be careful. Keep an eye on the prize. Okay. Oh shit! No, 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 no! Damn it! That was on me. That was my bad. You know, I'm not feeling confident there. We're gonna try this one more time. I'm gonna get to the certain area, and then we're gonna try this again. If we don't get there, we'll call it good. Alright, last try here. Last attempt. Let's go. Let's do it here for today. I just want to try and get through this so we can get through the rest of the game. Because I want to actually finish and be done with the game here in at least a little bit, you know? Okay. Took him out. Alright, now there should be a guy with that super duper powerful shotgun thingy right over there. Wait for a moment. He's gonna get close. And now! Fire! Shit! He almost got me right there. He almost killed me. But we got him though. That's good, that's good. Okay. Ammo right there is full. I understand it. Right now we got the jackhammer. Okay. I'm scared, man. I don't want to die like this. I don't want to fail. Because we're so close to victory. I can smell it. I can almost taste it. But let's jump through this way. Alright. Anybody else want to die? No? Alright, we got this guy here with the Uzis. Take him out right here. Alright, he's done. Oh shit, no! Alright, we'll call it good here. If you guys like this, give it a like. If you guys are new to the channel, like, subscribe, turn bell notifications. I will see you guys on the next episode. We will officially get done with this area and get closer to beating this game. So with that being said, I will see you all next time. You guys take care and have a great day. Bye.